Hello, my name is Stephanie. Welcome to Maximum Rising, and I'm here to support you recovering from religious and emotional trauma. And for those of you that have recovered, as I have, congratulations. We still get to learn. We still get to keep going in this life. I went on a musical journey yesterday. Of course, by the time you see this, it'll be a couple days ago. And learned a lot about one of my favorite lead singers. And just how the biggest takeaway was that to be in love, meaning being in it and becoming it. And I don't mean falling in love. I mean being in love and being love. You can't be here. And as I get deeper and deeper into my heart, I realized that I've been surrounded by water. There was one time this week that I had 2 Pisces and a Scorpio. I have a Scorpio that usually massages me. And it's been very rainy this week. And I've just been surrounded by water, whether it be zodiac signs or otherwise. Also, thanks to me just being patient. And that's one thing my massage partner has taught me, is just take a step back and just be in that feminine, just be patient. And as I have done that, I got a response from a friend I haven't talked to in years. We've known each other since middle school, but we were friends in high school. And that she's healed too. My soon-to-be roomie, and I consider her my little sister, she is headed toward healing. My friend that's a Scorpio, Saggitarius rising, she's healed. My Sagittarius Scorpio rising friend, she's on her way. So I'm literally seeing mirrors being reflected back to me of people that are going toward where I am in this moment, including my friend who's a Gemini that started me on this journey. And for her and for my massage partner and all of the people I just mentioned, you know who you are, and I thank you dearly. It feels good to be here. It feels good to feel into things versus think into things. And I'm just seeing like a turnaround in clientele because of that at work. I get to say, no, I don't want this person to come back. And I get to say, oh, more of this, right? And so that's what I've been doing. And really starting up with gratitude. When I do my candle meditation, I say who I'm grateful for and what I'm grateful for. Stepping more into the feminine. I mean, Sagittarius is, by the time we get to the Sagittarius, right, it's mostly night, right? Now, Sagittarius is a masculine sign, yes. But it's in a season where we're stepping into that feminine, into that night, right? I mean, last time I checked, it gets dark at 4:59, and I don't even remember it getting that dark, or maybe I just wasn't being present and paying attention. But yeah, so just really stepping into the feminine part of me, which means stepping into that dark side of me, right, and having fun with it, having fun with that dark side of myself. And when I say dark side, darkness and evil are 2 different things. I look at the dark side as in those hidden things that you really don't want people to know about. Not only that you get to look at them, but you get to say it, right? I mean, at one point in my life, I wrote nothing but dark poetry about how much I hated my parents and I just wanted everybody to die. And then up until recently, I was really into the light part of myself, which is the masculine part of, oh, everything is light and this is what we got to do and all that. And now there is a balance, which is why I did that video of balance, of the right and the left, of the masculine and the feminine, of the yang and the yin. And it's a beautiful place to be because you can look at both sides and you can laugh. At least that's been me. So as we approach this new moon, which funny enough, it's on the 23rd and that's when I'm moving. If you have a 9 personal year like myself, this is a lot of endings for there to be a beginning. If you in your 4 personal year, well, you get to look at your home, at least this month, as we go into December, and you get to look at your work life and knowing that something has to give. And so, if you're a generator like myself, know that, well, it doesn't even matter, like generator, manifesting generator, projector, and there's one more that I always forget, but the last one's a little bit of everybody. And if whatever you are on your personal year, just know that when the new moon comes, because I'm already feeling it from what I just described to you, know and feel that everything you already asked for is already here. It's already here. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and focus on yourself this new moon. Because as you focus on yourself, that is what's going to draw what you've asked in. Calling in is not about getting what you want. It's getting what you need. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Calling in is not about getting what you want. It's getting what you need. And it might not be the way that you thought it would be. And you know what? That's okay. And I know that my partner is here. I know that everything that I've ever asked for is here because I feel it. And as long as I turn the focus inward, making sure I'm doing what I need to do and keeping that in practice in my journey, then that partner will show up in the physical. There are 2 worlds, as one of my favorite spiritual teachers pointed out. There's the physical and there's the spiritual. At least that's what I call it. The spiritual is the dark. The physical is the light. So in that spiritual, which is what the new moon is all about, it's all about that spiritual that you can't see, because when there's a new moon, you cannot see the moon, right? It's all those things that you've planted that you can't see. When you're planting a flower or a herb or what have you, you can't see the results of it until it starts to poke through the dirt. Okay? Well, when you see it in the physical, that is what, sorry, trying to get my words right. That is what you have planted in the dark poking through. There we go. I got it right, y'all. So, hold on to that as we dive into Sagittarius. So, it is Sagittarius season coming upon us. The sun is drawing closer and closer to Sagittarius. What I love about Sagittarians is that they have had a huge effect in my life when it comes to speaking up for myself, when it comes to just jump stuff and take the next step, just enjoy life, right? Because they just jump and I'm like, you're crazy. This is really high. But for the first time this year, I actually acted on that part of my chart, which is in my 3rd house of income and possessions. I jumped. Now, did it work out? The thing that I jumped for? No. But am I still alive to tell it? Yes. Are my finances better even though I made the wrong financial decision? Yes. Yes, it is. And so, now I'm not saying to just jump into anything, okay? But I am saying Sagittarius is all about taking risks. You don't know what the outcome's going to be because it's all unknown. But man, when you do jump, and if it works out, oh well. You shouldn't have any expectations anyway, right? Because you're supposed to be in that Aquarius aspect of being detached. But if it does, oh, how exciting that is. So how do you know if you can relate to what I'm saying, if you can relate to Sagittarius? Well, if you're a Sagittarius sun, ascendant, and moon, if you have a lot of planets in Sagittarius, like I do, if you have a lot of planets in the 9th house, because Sagittarius is the 9th constellation zodiac sign, they love seeing, they can see the big picture. And what I love, and in correspondence to like a Virgo, like that's my sun, is they show me the big picture. Versus the Scorpio, which is my ascendant sign, which my partner, my massage partner is, he lets me see the depth of things. Go a little bit deeper, whereas Sagittarius says, but see the big picture. This is going to be fun. Right? Now, Sagittarius is, again, a masculine sign. It is also a fire sign, but it doesn't jump to conclusions. They don't like confrontation, but they'll take you on, though. You're just not going to like what they have to say. And they'll say it. They'll say it in the very most pleasant way ever. Either jokingly or just directly, or just in a very elegant way that you don't know if you just got insulted or made fun. You don't know what just happened. Now, they are fire. And in my research, I have discovered that they do spread, but I look at the Sagittarius, yeah, the fire spreads, but it's not like an airy spread of fire. I mean, that's more like a bomb. You light the fuse and there's an explosion. And it's not like a Leo, the passion. It's more of a spiritual fire. I liken the Sagittarius more like a small campfire or a fireplace or just a candle. And the way that their fire spreads is by igniting that fire into someone else, and it slowly starts to spread. Now, sometimes Sagittarians do not think, they just jump. Now, as fun as that can be, that can also be dangerous because they don't think of consequences. They just think of, oh, this is going to be great. And they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, now I know, and they move on, right? They are the type of people that anything that's adventurous, they say yes. They're all about traveling, which is the 9th house. So if we did this in a row, like I said, Sagittarius is actually the 9th house. They're all about traveling, new discovery, religion. That covers religion. That covers spirituality. They're all about that. But if this is your 9th personal year, it's also about an ending. So for me, Sagittarius, as I stated before, is in my house of income and possession. But even though that is my 3rd house, if there's one thing Sagittarius love, it's freedom. We all have that inside of us. There is some part of us, which is why you're watching my videos, which is why you're into maybe some of the things I'm into. You want that freedom. You want that healing. It is more of a need, really, than a want. And one of the things that I offer to you is just to accept yourself. And what does that mean? Accept your body the way it is. Maybe you don't think it's perfect. Maybe you think you're too fat or you're too skinny. Accept wherever you are. Accept that, yes, you've been traumatized. But accept that that is gone. Just love yourself in this moment for who you truly are. And then have fun. That's what Sagittarius is all about. Discovery, having fun, and just travel. Whether it be through a book that you're reading, whether it be physically traveling as we head toward the holidays, or whether it be traveling through music, which is what I did yesterday. Of course, again, by the time you see this, it'll be the couple of days before the 23rd. So what else? Okay, so again, you know her name by now, at least you should if you've been following me for a while. So it's Yasmin Bolin. Wrong one. Should be new moon in Sagittarius. Let's see. If we can find that. Because I thought we had it. Okay, awesome. So, new moon or solar eclipse in Sagittarius. And note, this is the first time there is no eclipse. Eclipse season is over. But we will be feeling the effects for about 5 more months. And the water, though murky, and I'm using water as an example just because we've been in water and earth for those eclipses, it's starting to clear. Okay? Meaning whatever's in that spiritual is starting to come into the physical. Don't go by what you're thinking. Go by what you feel and your spiritual eye, which is the third eye, the spiritual eye right there, the pineal gland. Okay, get away. Travel and whatever else represents freedom to you. So she agrees with what I stated earlier. Traveling, whether it be through music, a book, physically traveling. These are the 2 most fun things you can expect to come up now. If you're feeling hemmed in by life and need to get away from it all, use the power of the new moon in the freedom-loving and wandering sign of Sagittarius. Either to make a travel booking or actually take off. So going on vacation, okay? Now, I know the holidays aren't the exact time to do this, but you know what? You know, those of us are like, oh, but that's expensive and all these other things. Remember one thing. First of all, with the Sagittarius, money means absolutely nothing. They always have it. They always have it. I'm dead serious. Like every Sagittarius, I know they always have money. Why? Here's what I am suggesting. If you have into your thought process that money is like love, you have plenty of it, guess what? You have plenty of it, and you don't have to work hard for it. I no longer believe in working hard. Money comes to me. Clients come to me. My partner is coming to me. He's here. I planted that seed a long time ago. Time for him to come up in the physical within, I'm thinking, between December and January. But you know what? Who's keeping track? So again, money's like love. You have plenty of it. That's the intention, the mantra that I suggest to you if you feel so called to take that suggestion. Study. Study is also a worthwhile pursuit this month. Sometimes studying seems like a drag, but the truth is that it brings freedom because it opens us up to more work opportunities, which in turn can bring more cash and money and thus more freedom, at least to some degree. Okay. For me, what am I going to study? Astrology, numerology, and a little bit more of human design. Those are the things that I'm intrigued by, and I don't know, I love learning. I really do. Search for meaning. The great cosmic quest also comes into view this month. In other words, it's time to search life for some meaning. How are you doing with that? So like yesterday, inadvertently, I was searching, and the meaning that came was that being in love means you got to be out of your head. Right? So, taking that and running with it in my life. Sagittarius is the keeper of life philosophies. The new moon in this sign is a good time to check that you're not being narrow-minded. So, Sagittarius, they love to expand on things. And I would definitely feel like Jupiter, since Jupiter's all about expanding, that it would be here. Because they like to expand, they like to build things, and they love their freedom, which is why, you know, when it comes to Sagittarius, which is very similar to Scorpio, you don't tell them what to do, because they'll do the exact opposite. Now, be quiet my phone, sorry about that, y'all. And funny enough, that's actually my Sagittarius friend that just texted me. But anyway, yeah, so instead of telling them what to do, you can say, this is what I need from you, and see how they take that. But if you tell them what to do, yeah. I mean, it's like telling me what to do, right? Which is why I talk to my Sag and Scorpio friends like I talk to myself. I just say, hey, this is what I did, and then I just kind of give it to them. They can take it or leave it. Now, literally say you can take it or leave it, because you can't tell them what to do. I mean, you can, but it's not going to work out well. Laugh. Man, I watched this guy named Mateo, and he's very funny, and I've learned to laugh watching my lead singer of the music that I'm playing. And I don't know the rest of this music, but this is Linkin Park. And if you've never heard this music before, it's like, what? That's Linkin Park? Yes, this is Linkin Park. One of my favorite bands. And funny enough, the lead singer was a Pisces. And I watched some of the stuff that they did. And they were just literally just having fun and just laughing and making up songs that made absolutely no sense. And that was okay. So go have fun, whatever that means. It could be dancing, it could be watching a comedy, it could be hanging out with friends and just tapping into your inner child. Whatever's fun to your inner child. Like, just ask your inner child, what do you want to do today? You know, maybe you want to play basketball, maybe you want to play volleyball, maybe you want to go and ride your bike like you did when you were 6. Whatever's fun to you. And then lastly, as I already mentioned, be grateful. Just be grateful for where you are in this moment. The more that you are grateful and thankful, whether it's Thanksgiving or not, the more those things come to you. Those seeds that you planted come to you. So, yeah, I am so excited for what's here for all of us. And if you're still looping, that's okay. That's okay. That is totally okay. Because if you recognize that you're looping, that is the first step. The second step would be, okay, how do you get to the freedom? Only you have that answer, and you have that answer inside of you. So as I play this singing bowl, I invite you to just close your eyes and just breathe. Hands over your heart or what? Maybe just softening your eyes or closing them. And just feel into the new you. The new things that you have called in coming to you. comfortable, breathe through it, because it is pulling whatever no longer serves you forward. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more. Blink your eyes open if they were closed. Thank you so much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. Know that you are loved. And again, I will leave this with you. To be in love, you cannot be in your head. Nobody has said this today to you. I love you. Have a great day.